Courtesy of the MVD Rewind collection comes Tunnel Vision to Blu-ray. Do you know Tunnel Vision? Do you know Amazon Women on the Moon? Do you know Kentucky Fried Movie? Do you know the Sex O'Clock News? Do you know the Groove Tube? If you know any of those, you know what the deal is with Tunnel Vision. Cracking Up was another one, not the Jerry Lewis movie. Tunnel Vision from 1976, released in 76, shot a bit earlier than that. This is a Blu-ray. It only runs 68 minutes. This is like a sketch comedy movie presented in LPCM 2.0 mono audio with optional English subtitles, directed by Neal Israel and Brad Swirnoff, one of whom was one of the men behind Night Flight, which was an incredibly formative thing for me. And when you watch this, you can kind of get a sense of that Night Flight vibe. This is a very ribald, R-rated, non-PC sketch comedy film featuring, but not limited to, Ron Silver, Howard Hesseman, Garrett Graham, Betty Thomas, Joel Flaherty, John Candy, Al Franken, Tom Davis, Lorraine Newman, Chevy Chase, and more. A lot of familiar faces. You get Ernie Anderson in this film. If you remember ABC in the 80s, what everybody says about Ernie Anderson is the Love Boat. He was the guy who did all the voiceovers for ABC. He did the voiceover for America's Funniest Home Videos in the Saget era. He was Ghoulardi way back when. He was the comedy co-conspirator, part of half of a comedy team with Tim Conway back in Cleveland back in the 60s. He is, I think he was the announcer maybe on the Carol Burnett show too. You also see Danny Dark, who's a name you don't know, but a voice you absolutely do. If you were a kid in the 80s, he might have done the voice of Superman on Super Friends, and he did a lot of NBC voiceovers. So it's kind of cool to see these people whose voices you know. The basic idea is this. It's very basic. Framing device. It's the year 1985. Now, this is like, from when this movie was made, 1985 was like a decade. This was the future back then. It's 1985. There's a congressional hearing going on in this little conference room about this uncensored TV channel called Tunnel Vision that's causing problems and violating, what the FCC would like. And the head of the channel is played by Phil Proctor of Firesign Theater, is answering questions by Howard Hesseman, aka TV's Dr. Johnny Fever, who's the congressional head, about, we're going to show you how did this filth, this mind rot that you're putting out there, you're doing damage to the community by putting this stuff out there, and we're going to show you a condensed version of a broadcast day for everybody here on the committee to try to show you how terrible this is, which is the framing device to show you a lot of promos for shows and little clips of shows and fake newscasts and fake commercials and all that kind of stuff. Apparently, according to the guys who made this in the extras, this was done before Kentucky Fried Movie, maybe even before Groove Tube, but didn't come out until later. They talk about having people in the SNL cast who were not yet on, like SNL maybe hadn't debuted yet, according to what they say. So Chevy Chase is in this, but apparently he wasn't very well known at the time. Same with Lorraine Newman and some of these other people. So it's very interesting to see. It's very early to mid 70s, but it's got some stuff in there that would not be included in a film now. Probably wouldn't be included in a film now. I'm not going to get into what it is because it's nothing I really feel like I should be able to say, but it's very edgy. It's very out there. Think National Lampoon. If you saw National Lampoon magazine from the 70s, they kind of really went there a lot of the time. That's what this movie does, much in the way that Groove Tube did, much in the way that Kentucky Fried Movie did. I didn't find much of it terribly funny, but I appreciated it for what it was. They say in the extras that the one of the guys who made this film used to work for CBS, and he just patterned this exactly after how the season preview promo would have played for CBS, and the promos are cut to look and sound exactly like TV promos. Some of it's shot on video, transferred to film, some of it's shot on film, and he just said, we shot it the way it would have been shot for TV. So if it was a studio show with video cameras or a TV newscast, we shot it on video. It would have been even cooler if somehow those video masters still existed and you could have watched those as an extra alternate version extra to see what the video resolution was. But still, this looks great. This sounds great. It's got a lot of bonus material, so I'll tell you. It has a commentary with Mark Edward Hoyk, who's great and really digs into every little bit about this film. Interview with Neal Israel and Stuart Shapiro from 8/23/24, so pretty recent. Via Zoom, it's 45 minutes. We have a 4-minute photo gallery set to the theme from the film, which is a very catchy theme. You get an archival photo gallery, which is 3 minutes, also set to the theme. You get radio spots that are 5 minutes in total. You get the Tunnel Vision continuity script, which is 8.5 minutes, and it's set to the theme. And it's the kind of thing where you can kind of pause and really get in close and zoom in on that. Theatrical trailer, 3 minutes, that's open matte and very R-rated. You always wonder with those kind of trailers that really showed a lot of stuff. It's like, where could they play this? And the answer is in front of R-rated films. Then you get trailers for other MVD releases: Mondo, New York, The Linguini Incident, Ghoulies, and Cheerleaders Wild Weekend, and Terminus. So who is this for? This is for people who like those outrageous 70s sketch comedy movies. If you've seen a bunch of those, if you've seen Kentucky Fried Movie and Groove Tube and like those, you probably will like Tunnel Vision. There are a bunch of other ones from that era that I hope do get released. I mean, Loose Shoes is another one. As I said, Sex O'Clock News, Cracking Up. There was a bunch made, and probably even more than that. American Tickler, I think, is another one that came out that people don't really talk about. The whole Can I Do It Till I Need Glasses and stuff like that. Those were more joke, like sketch jokes and not really spoofs. But anyway, so cover looks a little something like that. So you've got the faux video store cover there and the little MVD logo that looks like the Media Home Entertainment logo. Slipcase slips off to reveal a cleaner version of that, front and back. Cracker open, and here we have a reversible cover. Reversible cover shows what the poster looked like. Apparently in the film, I learned, there's this sequence that keeps popping up when they show their logo, and it's a woman's mouth, and it opens up to have an eyeball in the middle in her mouth. And apparently that was Shelley Duvall, they said, recorded that. Then you get the printing on the disc surface that looks like a videotape face label, and it comes with the patented MVD Rewind Collection mini poster of their cover. So while I didn't find a lot of the humor funny, I appreciated the slice of 70s that this was and the people you got to see in it. Your mileage may vary. There's a lot of stuff I don't find funny that people love and vice versa. So who knows? But out there from the MVD Rewind Collection in the world, available on Blu-ray at last, Tunnel Vision.